And Roman Reigns is walking the halls. And he goes in and kicks everybody out of the locker room. And I do like that everybody was like, well, see ya. Because, I mean, he is the big dog. That's how WWE has perpetuated him.
Yep.
Then the greatest moment in wrestling history. The single moment that made Alex a wrestling fan. The night that wrestling was revived for. Reigns says, not you, buddy. Buddy Murphy's career highlight. Roman Reigns spoke to him directly. Made eye contact with him, Alex.
Yep. Yeah, he deigned to give him his attention. Yeah, you can go ahead and tell the rest of this thing, and then I'll talk about why I didn't love it.
Well,
after.
Reigns goes, not you, buddy. I saw you were there. And what he means by that is he saw Buddy Murphy in the background. I don't know if this was planned ahead of time. I don't know if Buddy Murphy just happened to be there. But I like that they played it up. It made a lot of sense. So Buddy Murphy's like, I don't know who the hell did it, but if I knew, I sure as hell wouldn't tell you. And got face-to-face with Roman Reigns. They brawl a little bit, and then Reigns throws him around, kicks his ass, and holds him up to the locker area and says, who did it? Who did it? Buddy Murphy says, it was Rowan. I didn't see Daniel Bryan. It was just Rowan. What did you hate so much about this, Alex?
Well, listen, Buddy Murphy hasn't had a match on SmackDown. Like, I don't know how many months ago he was brought up.
Many.
But he hasn't had a match. Like, a match. Like, he was transcendent as 205 Live champion. He was go back and watch his matches if you haven't, if you've forgotten. He was so good in 205 Live. And they brought him up, and I was like, that's awesome. He deserves it. Because, let's be honest, he was never really 205 pounds. So he could hang with guys like, Rollins size and stuff like that around that thing. I was really excited that they brought him up. They haven't used him.
I mean, he is much smaller than Reigns, but not to the amount I thought he would be.
Right, exactly. So he looked like he could hold his own.
Sure.
So, here's the thing. You brought him up, and you're not going to use him. You don't use him for anything.
Hey, sir, they used him at the Super Showdown Battle Royal. Yeah,
that's true. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that they did that. So you have Kevin Owens name drop him in a promo, and it felt intentional. But then the next week they had like, "Hey, Buddy Murphy, what do you want to talk to me?" He's like, "No. I just think Kevin Owens should keep my name out of his mouth." And we're like, "Ooh, Buddy Murphy versus Kevin Owens? No, you're not going to get that." So last week, Buddy Murphy is seen in the background, and we're like, "Oh, is that intentional? Are they going to say Buddy Murphy tried to kill Roman Reigns?" Like, Buddy Murphy's first feud on SmackDown versus Roman Reigns, even if he loses, that's a huge rub. Nah, he was just happened to be in the shot so we could have Roman come back there and intimidate him, and Buddy Murphy stands up to him, and that point where he says, "I wouldn't tell you if I did know," I was like, okay, this is cool. But then Roman just slings him all over the place like he's, like he's Finn Balor, basically. Like he's that small when he's not that small. And then he puts him up against his thing. But the whole time, Buddy Murphy has said the whole time, I don't know who it was. Then he puts him up there and he intimidates him by putting a forearm into his face. And he's like, okay, I'm going to snitch. Because you're so big dog. I don't want you to hurt me anymore, big dog. That's what they did to Buddy Murphy. Like, they punked him out. Like, if they were going to do anything else with him and also this, fine. This is the only thing you've done with him since you brought him up from being the 205 Live champion. Like, if you were going to do this, why not just leave him on 205 Live? I'm looking at highlights of the six-pack challenge. None of these guys I really want to see face Drew Gulak on Sunday. I really don't. I'd much rather see Buddy Murphy or Chad Gable. I don't know what you're doing with those guys when you have one guy getting bullied by Elias and one guy getting bullied by Roman Reigns. Like, what? What is this? What?
So I like the segment. I look at it this way. Roman Reigns is the top guy, title or not, in the company.
He absolutely is.
Buddy Murphy is a very tough guy. And they could have him on TV losing every week.
Right, that's true. I would say to you, how do anyone who only watches SmackDown and Raw know that Buddy Murphy is a tough guy?
Because Kevin Owens said it. Because he went face-to-face with Roman Reigns.
I
because
guess.
he's a former cruiserweight champion.
Okay. I mean,
Because he answered Kevin Owens the following week. And hey, you know what? I don't like to do a lot of fantasy booking, but I mean, it's not like he's too far gone here. I mean, they won't do it. They won't do it. But next week, Buddy Murphy could say, you know, it's funny. Everybody wants to say my name and fight me backstage, but nobody's wanted to fight me in the ring.
Right.
They won't do it, but
They won't do it.
I don't think, like, him getting punked out a bit by the biggest name in WWE
Right.
is
Right.
the end of the world.